Yo, I'm back once again with another video, man. You already know what this review is going to be about. If you haven't seen the title, of course, this movie review is going to be about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Just got back from watching it about 15 minutes ago. And, man, yeah, let me get right into it, man. Oh, my God. Now, I wasn't, if you watch my previous video from months back talking about why I'm no longer interested in MCU, I was seriously considering not seeing this film at all because I'm just not really, I'm not that invested into the MCU at this point. Like almost everything that's coming out of Phase 4 has just been a complete and utter disaster. And I was just like, I pretty much like washed my hands with the MCU. But this was one of the few films that I was super curious about because of, you know, the situation with Chadwick Boseman and all that. So I was curious to see how they was going to handle that. So that was like one of the main reasons why I went out to go see this film, because like my curiosity got the best of me. I was just like, I gotta see how they do this. I gotta see how they pull this one off. And oh my God, man! Look, man, this film is a massive letdown. It is a complete chore to sit through. It is a complete bore fest, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with the MCU. I'm just completely baffled. I'm just completely just like almost shell-shocked because the same studio, the same franchise, the same company that gave us films like The Winter Soldier, Endgame, Civil War has given us now She-Hulk and Thor Love and Thunder and now this. And I'm just like, where did this all go wrong? I feel like I'm in another dimension to where like the MCU is a complete disaster. The MCU is complete shit. I feel like I'm in the upside down right now. I don't feel like I'm in like regular Earth. I feel like I'm in an alternate universe where this universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just complete trash. I just can't believe it, man. Like, what the hell happened to the MCU? Like, really, what happened? Like I said before, man, this film is a complete and utter, like, it's just a complete disaster, man. It's a complete letdown. This movie is 3 hours long for no flipping reason. And one of the main problems with this movie is that they rely solely on the supporting cast of the Wakandans to carry a film of this magnitude. And that is a huge mistake. Now, I know there's been a lot of people that's been like screaming at Marvel to recast T'Challa even before the movie came out. And I kind of feel like where people were coming from at the time when they were saying that. But I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of down with this female Black Panther. It didn't really bother me at the time because I'm just like, yo, I just want to see how it's going to play out. Like maybe, you know, they have something up their sleeve. But now seeing what they gave us, I'm just like, oh yeah, man, they definitely should have recasted T'Challa, man, because this movie greatly suffered from it. Like, this movie greatly suffered from not having T'Challa in this film. This film should have had T'Challa. They should have recasted T'Challa. I don't know why they didn't do it. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to rely on Shuri and the Queen and M'Baku and all the other Wakandans to carry this film. These are supporting roles. These are supporting characters. They're not strong enough to carry a film like this, a film of this magnitude, a film that's almost 3 hours long. Like, who thought that was a great idea? Like, what the hell is wrong with Marvel, man? I just want to go to the MCU's office and like, wake the hell up, man, because you're ruining characters, man. You're ruining stories, man. You're ruining your own universe. And it's baffling to me. It's baffling to me how they're dropping the ball left and right. Black Panther 2, She-Hulk, Thor Love and Thunder. Hell, even Doctor Strange 2, and I like Doctor Strange 2, but that film even had problems. Almost every single every single property that Marvel has been dropping in Phase 4 has been a complete and utter mess. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, what the hell is happening? This movie shouldn't have been 3 hours long. This movie really should have casted T'Challa. This movie greatly suffered from not having T'Challa. Shuri is a supporting character. The Queen is a supporting character. The Dora Milaje is a supporting role of characters. M'Baku is a supporting character. They're not supposed to be the ones to carry a film like this. This is the main problem. And another problem that I had with this is how they handled Chadwick Boseman's death. It was borderline disrespectful. I gotta say it. It was borderline disrespectful. I couldn't believe what they did. Like how it opened up, like, yo, man. Like when the first scene like popped up, I was just like, oh, this ain't good. We're in for a long and bumpy ride, man. And for sure it was a long and bumpy ride because you feel those 3 hours. Even when the movie was supposed to end, it didn't end. It kept going. And you're just like, what the hell is this, man? Like, just end the movie already. The movie is supposed to end here. You're still going. Like I said, man, the way how they handled T'Challa's death, the way how they didn't honor him at all. They did not honor Chadwick Boseman at all. And I know there was people that was like, nah, they shouldn't have recast the role because Chadwick Boseman, he was iconic and yada, yada, yada. Yes, they sure did. They sure should have recast his role because what we got was not honored. They didn't do nothing to honor this dude, man. And yeah, if they would have build the movie up to like say, hey, okay, we're gonna honor Chad, you know, like in the first half of the movie, you're gonna like kind of go into a little bit of a backstory to explain like what happened to T'Challa, and we're gonna show you how he got killed off or whatnot. Then okay, I can understand the 3 hour runtime because you want to spend a significant time, you know, going into certain backstories. You could have just had like somebody just dressed up in the Black Panther suit for a good amount of the first half of the film to go through a little bit of a backstory to explain, you know, how he got killed or how he, you know, got, you know, took it out. And then you could have progressed with the story with Namor and all of that to you know, have the excuse of having a 3 hour runtime. But you didn't do that because the first scene was the funeral scene for T'Challa, and that was like the opening 10 minutes of the movie. And then that was it. So then I was like, well, no, wait a minute. Like, wait, that's it? That's how you honor this guy? Yo, man. and another problem too, man. One of the things that I loved about the MCU in the past, like phases 1 through 3, was that they tied a lot of things together. They tied a lot of loose threads. Like, one movie will introduce one plot point, or they will introduce a certain plot device, and then that will get expanded upon in a future movie. But in Phase 4, including this film, none of that is present. There's no, like, key, there's nothing here that you would say that, oh, okay, they could expand upon in this film. Yeah, maybe, you know, with Ironheart or whatever being introduced in this film, we all know that she's going to get her own TV show. But that's really about it. You know, they did bring up, you know, this vibranium detector thing. And, you know, it got revealed that vibranium, it didn't only land in Wakanda. It also, like, vibranium is, like, it landed in other places. When the meteor hit, it didn't only land in Wakanda. It landed in other areas. Like, they kind of like hinted at that because Namor's tribe, they had, you know, the vibranium element. They had the vibranium metal and whatnot. So they introduced that. So I guess you could say, yeah, now they introduced that whole plot point. So that may get fleshed out in future movies. But other than that, man, there's really nothing tying these movies together. That's what made the Marvel Cinematic Universe special, is that everything was cohesive. Everything tied together with one another. Where the hell am I going? Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, everything tied together, you know? And now with phase 4, it's like every film, every TV show is its own separate entity. They don't want to treat it as like this overarching cinematic universe where you're doing like, you know, this slow world build where you're introducing new characters, you're introducing new plot devices, new plot points, and you know, transferring that into the movies and the TV shows, and you're seeing how everything ties together. In phase 4, none of that happens. Everything is a complete mess, including with this film. There is no, out of the whole entire 3 hours of this film, there is nothing interesting. Absolutely nothing. There's only one scene that I loved in this movie. Only one. Out of the 3-hour runtime, was only one scene that I loved. And that was it. And it was a character that showed up that I wasn't expecting to show up. But I'm not going to spoil it here. I wasn't expecting this character to show up at all. But sure enough, they did. And it was dope. It was a cool scene. I did like it. But other than that, man, like I said, man, this film was a giant letdown, man. Massive letdown. Letitia Wright, played by Shuri. You know, the actors, they did their thing, man. Angela Bassett, you know, I liked her. She did her thing in this film. The supporting cast did what they had to do. It was just a decision of Marvel for them to have all of these supporting characters carry a film like this. Carry a film that's almost 3 hours long. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Oh, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm done with the MCU at this point. I'm definitely done. I know I said that before after watching Doctor Strange 2, but after watching this shit, I don't care what. I'm not interested in Ant-Man. I'm not interested in Guardians. I'm not interested in Thunderbolts. I'm not interested in none of the TV shows, none of that. Because the MCU was just showing me that they don't care anymore. They absolutely don't care. They're just, they're just dropping the ball left and right. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with Disney. I don't know what the hell is going on with Marvel. They're just a complete mess right now. And this movie was just badly mishandled. Now, I do know that this film had, you know, production issues when they was filming the film. I know Letitia Wright had some issues with the studio because, you know, remember around that time, you know, there was, you know, we had the mandatory vaccination thing going on, and, you know, they wanted her to get vaccinated and she didn't want to get vaccinated, and it was a big mess behind the scenes with all of that. So you could say, yeah, that was a big reason why this movie was the way it is. That's the reason why this movie was a massive letdown. Yeah, that could attribute to it too. That's a big contributing factor. You know what I mean? When you have, you know, things go awry behind the scenes, things go awry in the production phase of, you know, a film. Yeah, I would say, yeah, that was a big issue. But overall, man, it was just, this movie was just mishandled, man. And it was just, this movie was plagued by bad decisions. Just a bad decision of trying to have a whole entire supporting cast carry a film like this. When they needed a T'Challa. They needed somebody. They needed the Wakandans needed a strong leader to go up against Namor. But you know, we got what we got, and yeah, massive and utter letdown. So I think that's pretty much it. I said all I needed to say. This movie was a complete, like I said, it was just a chore to sit through, man. This movie was a marathon. Like, you feel the runtime. I'm sitting in the theater, and I'm just sitting there like, when is something interesting gonna happen? Like, a lot of the lines of dialogue I just didn't care for. The story I would say it picked up a little bit towards the end. I would say that it got a little bit better towards the end. But it wasn't enough to save the film, man. It was just a massive disappointment. And with the villain too, with Namor, I just think that he was okay at best. He was not the best of villains, to be honest with you. The acting was good, man. The acting in the movie was good from everybody. Everybody, you know, gave it their best. You know what I mean? The dude that played Namor, you know, no disrespect to him, man. He did what he had to do. But as far as, like, the character of itself, like I said, he okay at best, man. And there were certain scenes in here that just didn't, like, really add up. You're just like, wait a minute. Like, how the hell did this happen? Like, towards the end, there was one scene between, like, you know, Black Panther and Namor. And Namor got severely damaged. You're like, damn, this dude got, like fucked up. And then in the very next scene, this dude is fine. Like, wait, how the hell did he get cured? Like, how the hell did Black Panther and Namor get cured so fast? Because both of them got hurt pretty badly in the last fight. And then in the very next scene, because like in the scene before they showed them like all cured up or whatever, they was like, yo, like they got hurt pretty bad. And they was both like on the edge of death almost. And then in the very next scene, they're like, oh, we're fine. Like, how the hell did that happen? Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, this film was an utter catastrophe, man. Like I said, this movie is plagued by bad decisions from the executives of Marvel. Whoever thought that having, you know, the supporting cast carry a Black Panther film, they need to be fired, because that is a damn retarded decision, you know. So, you know, I think I said enough about this movie. I think I got everything that I wanted out my chest. And yeah, man, MCU, what the hell happened to you, man? I'm disappointed. But yeah, this is probably my last film that I'm gonna watch from the MCU. Like, going forward, I'm not interested in anything else coming out of the MCU. I don't care about Ant-Man Quantumania. They did show the trailer. I saw the trailer already, but they showed the trailer while I was watching this film, and I'm just not interested in Quantumania. I'm not interested in anything at all. As far as like MCU goes, it's just bad decisions from Kevin Feige. And I think another problem too is that they're rushing out content, man. They're just pumping out content left and right, and they're not. And I guess they're overworking, you know, the production staff or whatnot, like the VFX crew and all of that, because it definitely shows in the content that we're getting. You know what I mean? Man, talk about screwing the pooch. But anyway, man, I think I rambled on long enough. Overall, man, Black Panther, overall letdown. I would say if you're curious and you want to see it, I will highly encourage you to just don't waste your money in not seeing it. I highly encourage you to not do that. But if you're curious, I wouldn't spend a full ticket on this. Go and see it at a matinee, pay the cheaper price. Or better yet, if you could just wait until it comes out on Disney Plus or something like that, just wait till then, man, because it's a waste of money going out, you know, to pay a full ticket price to see a film like this. It's nothing there for you to see. There's really nothing exciting for you to see, to be honest with you. So that's gonna be my review for Black Panther, and till my next one, man, I'm out.